Well, hi guys, I'm Celestial Shadows, and welcome back to Princess Evangile. Finally. And I already dated Ayaka, and now I'm trying to go for her sister, Ritsuko.
夜の参道って怖いですよね。私、暗いのは苦手で。
And now to remember everyone's voices. And not lose my own voice. Oh, the mountain road is scary at night. I'm so afraid of the dark. Konami-chan kept her eyes firmly fixed on the underbrush, apparently worried that a ghost would pop out of it. If you're afraid of the dark, why did you come along? I had asked for Ritsuko-chan, but Konami-chan ended up coming with her from the lodge. I think that should be obvious. Konami-chan suddenly brightened. I was worried about Oni-sama. But the guardian is going to accompany her back. That's what Sister Mishima said. Huh? Oh no! I'm not talking about that. I simply cannot allow Oni-sama to walk a mountain road at night alone with a boy. Oh, I see. Apparently she wasn't worried about Ritsuko-chan stumbling. On the contrary, it was Konami-chan who seemed more unstable on her feet. With a boy? But this is Masaya-sama. That is true. But it doesn't change the fact that he is a boy. But you're perfectly aware that Masaya-sama is not a teenager serpent, aren't you? That's true, but... Konami-chan quickly averted her eyes. I thought that her naked date had cleared up all of her misunderstandings, but... it seems she was still wary about boys. I just... didn't like it. Didn't like it. The idea of you being alone with Masaya-sama. Huh. Then... Ritsuko-chan looked between Konami-chan and me with an expression of mild surprise. Then her expression turned cold. I had no idea. Masaya-sama, when did you become so close with Konami? Huh? It was true that we were definitely closer than we'd been when we first met, but... Ritsuko-chan turned her eyes away. It felt like the atmosphere around us had suddenly grown heavy. But Konami-chan didn't seem to notice and just kept talking. Anyway, why did you call Oni-sama here, Masaya-sama? What do you mean, Because I was attracted to her. But I was hesitant to admit it. To that here and now. Ritsuko-chan looked uncomfortable too. Konami-chan's expression was serious, but before I managed to answer, she murmured to herself. Even if it is with Masaya-sama? I still don't like Oni-sama hanging out with boys. Huh? Ritsuko-chan's expression turned suspicious for some reason. Boys. Yes! Boys just can't keep themselves away from you. Because you're so beautiful, Oni-sama.
ああ、そういうこと。私てっきり。
Well, I certainly...
てっきり？
Certainly?
いえ。
Nothing. The road was dark, lit only by the flashlight in the moonlight, but I could tell that Ritsuko-chan was blushing. I wonder how come. When I tried to look more closely, though, she turned her face downward. Look out! Ritsuko-chan tripped and was about to fall, but I quickly grabbed her and steadied her. The edge of the path looked over a slope. I doubted she would fall, but there was still a chance. Are you okay?
すみません。私、運動神経が鈍くて。
I'm sorry. I'm so clumsy.
何抱き合ってるんですか？
What are you doing with your arms around her? Huh? Konami-chan charged me suddenly, and I thought I might really fall. Look out! It's dangerous here! I rebuked her seriously, but Konami-chan wasn't about to listen.
早く離れてください。
Let her go! Now! Fine. When I didn't do so immediately, she tore me off fiercely.
もう油断も隙もあったものではありません。
Really? I can't let my guard down for a second! Konami-chan held out her arms and interposed herself between Ritsuko-chan and me.
ちょっと好み。
Excuse me, Konami.
はい。
Yes? Ritsuko-chan's expression was angry.
マサヤ様は今私を助けてくれたのよ。なのにそんな言い草はないでしょ。
Masaya-sama saved me just now. How can you speak to him that way?
ですが。
But...
ですがはいらないの。謝りなさい。
Don't say but. Apologize. When it was clear Konami-chan wasn't going to apologize, Ritsuko-chan gave up and turned back to me.
マサヤ様、すみませんでした。それと
Masaya-sama, I apologize. And...
お姉様。
Oni-sama!
もう何よ。
What is it now?
なんでマサヤ様の肩を持つんですか？
Why are you taking Masaya-sama's side?
肩って別にそういうわけじゃ。好みが間違ったことを言うからでしょ。
Side? I'm not taking a side especially, but you are the one at fault, Konami.
いいえ、お姉様は確かにマサヤ様の肩を持っているんです。
No! You're definitely taking Masaya-sama's side, Oni-sama!
そういう問題ではないと言っているでしょう。
I told you I am not. No. The mood had gotten strangely dangerous, and I quickly interposed myself. No one was hurt, and I'm not offended.
すみません。
Yes. I'm sorry. This really is unusual. It was strange to see Ritsuko-chan lose her temper. And it was the first time I'd ever seen Konami-chan talk back to her.
あと、ありがとうございました。
And thank you. Oh, right. After that, we continued our walk in silence. There's something I want to ask her about, but I wanted to know what Harabun was. I was strangely curious about it, but this was clearly not the time to bring it up.
まだですかね。
Are we there yet? What? Oh, you mean the campus?
はい。暗いのは本当に苦手で。
Yes. I really am afraid of the dark. You seem to be afraid of a lot of things, Konami-chan. Thunder, too. She usually acted so strong. The dichotomy was charming. Huh?
どうかしましたか？
What's the matter? Nothing. I felt like something had zipped past my face. A bat, maybe? It's had to keep walking regardless when I heard a scream behind me. Huh?
この実
Konami?
なんか今
What was that? Hold it! Konami-chan suddenly dashed off and I quickly moved to chase her. She's gonna fall. Konami-chan kept trotting forward, seamlessly heedless of direction. I barely managed to grab her hand, then spun around, swapping places with her. And then... Whoa! I started tripping forward on the slope.
マサヤ様
Masai-sama! I arched my back and flailed my arms helplessly, until Ritsuko-chan pulled me back. I felt like I slammed into her body as I got back on the path. That was close. I managed to glance behind me in my panic, saw that it was an unexpectedly precipitous drop. My body went cold in the warm air. Yeah. Thanks, Ritsuko-chan. You saved me.
いえ
Not at all. As we looked at each other, we suddenly realized we were standing like a couple in an embrace. Color filled Ritsuko-chan's cheeks.
何いつまでも抱き合ってるんですか
How long are you going to cling to her? Huh. This time, I couldn't claim that Konami-chan had just gotten the wrong idea. After seeing Messiah off, Ritsuko and Konami headed back to the lodge because they were together. They didn't need a guardian.
お姉様さっきはすみませんでした
Oni-sama, I'm sorry about before.
大きな声を出してしまって
Well, the way you started shouting.
好みが大きな声を出すのなんていつものことだから
But I'm used to you being loud, Konami.
ただ私お姉様に対してそんな風にしたことは一度もなかったはずなので
But I don't think I've ever acted that way towards you, Oni-sama.
なんだか自分でも不思議なくらいなんですついカーッとなってしまって
But it felt strange for me too. I just suddenly became so tense.
もしかして好みってマサヤ様のことが好きなの
Konami, do you have feelings for Messiah-sama?
いえそんなことあるはずないじゃないですか
What? No! Absolutely, positively not!
また大声出してる
Oh, really? You're shouting again.
すみません
Sorry. Not at all.
私が気にしているのはお姉様なんです決まってますよ
You're the only person I think about, Oni-sama. You know that.
そう
I see.
まさかお姉様こそマサヤ様に惹かれているとかそんなことありませんよね
Oni-sama, you aren't attracted to Messiah-sama? Or anything like that, are you?
あるはずないわそんなこと
Of course not. That's ridiculous.
そうですよね
I see!
それが分かっているのにどうしても気になってしまうのはやっぱりマサヤ様が男子だからなんでしょうか
I know that, but I guess the reason I keep thinking about him really is because he's a boy.
そうね女子校の中に男子が一人だものやっぱり いろいろな意味で気にはなるわ。
That is true. He's the only boy in an all-girls school. It is only natural that we should think of him in a variety of contexts.
そうですよね。
That is true.
前にみんなも言っていた。マサヤ様はバンセンヌに吹き込んだ新しい風であると。
They said it before as well. Masaya-sama is a breath of fresh air at Vincennes.
そしてリセ様は傭変性のことに触れて、だから確かに私たちにも何かしらの変化は訪れているのでしょうね。
And there is the Thixo trophy that Ritsu-sama mentioned. So I believe that even we have been altered by his presence.
お姉様。
Oni-sama? Yes?
いえ、やっぱり何でもないです。
No. It's nothing.
何よ、言いかけてやめるなんて好みらしくないわね。
What is it? It's not like you to hold your tongue that way, Konami.
お姉様は変わることが嫌じゃないのかな。
I wonder if Oni-sama likes changing.
傭変性のことを言ったとき、なんだかそんな風に見えたけど。
I just got that feeling when you said that about Thixo trophy.
変化か。それはお姉様と私の関係も。
Changing? Will that change my relationship with Oni-sama too?
そんなことあるはずが。
No. That can never happen. The end of chapter 15.
第16話星寄りの集い。
And chapter 16, Evening Star Gathering. Once again. It was the second day of the camping trip, and I wonder how much of this is going to be the same. All this. Power skipping. I wonder if there's a faster skip button. Oh well. Probably is, somewhere. Come on in, salutations. You went here. Oh yeah, the magical sword. And it's gone. Power skipping. There's Yuriko and Pantabelle. And they made lunch. Oh yeah, that's right, and those two were fighting once again. Oh yeah, and they made that weird bamboo contraption for noodles. And finally to Star Gathering Night. Skip, skip, skip. It should be slowing down soon. Nope. Yeah, because that's when she rose up from it, the paper dropped onto the table. Couldn't believe the circles out. I wonder if this is the same. I wonder if it skips text I already read or not. I don't know. Oh. She fearfully looked down at the paper. She couldn't believe it. There was a circle around Ritsuko's seat number.
な嘘
It can't be. She realized she still had the pin in her hand. She dropped it hastily, as though it had transformed into some horrible bug. The pin rolled along the table. Ritsuko stared blankly down at it, and at the paper which now had 5 circles on it.
私がやったんだわ
I did it.
無意識のうちに
Without even thinking.
そんな
How could I?
お姉様あれ聞こえなかったのかな
Oh yeah, then she ran away. Then Konami went in there. Let's see. She was in her room. So this paper is yours after all? Yeah, I think it's all the same. And right click, there we go. Well, I'll save somewhere just in case. Just in case I'm wrong. Why was she so angry with me? Oh well, bye.
ごきげんよ
Yep, and salutations. And then finally the night of it. Oh, okay. And here we are. Might as well save again. Okay, so where am I going to go? We're going to see Ritsuko. Ritsuko's perspective. After Sister Mishima left, they had their own free time. Ritsuko tensed up on her blanket. This was the part most of the girls were waiting for. But I was terrified of it. I could still feel it in my hand. I remember marking my own place on Messiah's seating chart. That sensation of drawing a circle on a piece of paper was not a strange one by any means, yet it had remained with her all day, right up until now.
私どうしちゃったのかしら
What have I done? After returning to her room, Mitsuko spent all night thinking about it, and barely managed any sleep at all. What on earth was I thinking when I drew my number, when I circled my number on that paper? That much was obvious. I wanted Messiah to come visit me.
好みにこの前言われたけど
Konami didn't mention that earlier. Ah, Oni-sama, you aren't attracted to Messiah-sama? Or anything like that, are you? At the time, I forced myself to laugh and deny it. Deny the feeling of heartache that had run through me. Then, had it just been a figment of my imagination? I had lied to myself. I was a traitor. Perhaps that realization was what caused that ping in my heart. I watched the crowds of people pass by. I was sitting, so I couldn't see them all. What then was I afraid of? Was it that I, too, had been affected by the Pixel trophy Risa had mentioned?
そうじゃない
No. That isn't it. It wasn't change of self that I was afraid of. I was afraid of looking down at the patch on my feet. You know, it's all on rails. At the time, I had insisted that I didn't live my life on rails. I said that. But in fact, I heard footsteps and quickly turned to face them.
なんだ好みか
Huh. It's just you, Konami.
今の反応まさかお姉様誰か待っている子でもいるのですか
The way you reacted! Oni-sama, is there someone else you were waiting for?
いえそんな別に
No, of course not.
いいですよね
It's okay for me to be here, right?
もちろん。
Of course. I scooted over to make space in the blanket, but Konami looked off in another direction and did not sit.
このみ
Konami,
やっぱり。
I knew it! Let's see. Class 1A, number 5. Where? I walked along with help from my student card. I started to move the minute Sister Mishima's speech finished, but it was pretty chaotic. I guess it's to be expected from a girls' school. I really like events where you get to snuggle up with someone else. Watching them raise my spirits. This looks like the place. It was dark, with only starlight to guide me, so I slowed my steps so as not to miss it. Given the type of person Ritsuko-chan was, I couldn't imagine her going to someone else's spot. It'd probably be in her own. Oh, there she is. There were two of them. Konami-chan was standing next to Ritsuko-chan. Good evening.
やはり来ましたね。
I knew it! I knew that you would come! Huh? The threatening tone of Konami-chan's voice took me aback. Huh? What's going on?
どうかしたではありません。
You know perfectly well! Konami-chan's voice remained subdued as she moved to put herself between me and Ritsuko-chan. That in itself wasn't unusual, but something about the atmosphere was different this time. Showing what to do, I looked down at Ritsuko-chan, who was still sitting on the blanket. She also seemed surprised.
私、本当は信じたかったんです。あなたのことを。
I really wanted to believe. I wanted to trust you. What?
それもあって、私はあの時我慢して。
That's why I held back. What are you talking about?
結局のところ、マセイ様はやっぱりタンタトルセルパンだったのですね。
But in the end, you really are just a teenager serpent, Messiah-sama? Wait a minute, Konami-chan. I don't know what you're talking about. As always, Konami-chan had started 5 steps ahead of me.
座席用にいくつも丸をつけていたではありませんか。
Weren't there quite a few circles drawn in that seating chart?
そしてお姉様のところにも。はっきり言わせていただきますが、私見損なって。
There was one on Oni-sama's place too. I hate to be so blunt, but I really misjudged.
違うの、好み。
That's not it. You got it wrong, Konami. That's not it. You got it wrong, Konami. We both denied it at the same time.
違う
Ritsuko a little slower than me.
と言いますと。
Wrong? How exactly? Konami-chan turned to Ritsuko-chan.
その。
Well,
それはマサヤ様がしたことではなくて。
that's actually... it wasn't Messiah-sama who did that.
でも他に誰が。
Then who could have? Ritsuko-chan turned her eyes downward silently. Konami-chan, does it really matter how many circles there were on the paper?
事の張本人は何を言いますか。
How dare you change the subject? The real question is, as far as I'm concerned, is who goes to visit whom. I must train here, and I don't plan on going anywhere else. How does that make me a teenager serpent?
でも座席用にいくつもチェックがついていたという事実は。
But still, that doesn't change the fact that the circles were
もうやめて。
Please stop. At the sound of the tortured voice, Konami-chan and I both turned simultaneously.
どうかしました？
What's the matter? Konami-chan kneeled on the ground, concerned. Ritsuko-chan shook her head silently, her long hair shifting. Then she looked up firmly.
様、どうぞ。
Please, Masai-sama, sit down. She indicated the space next to her. Sure. It interrupted the flow of conversation, but I didn't mind. She had invited me after all. But just as I was about to sit, Konami-chan interposed herself, trying to shove her way in, of course.
仕方がありませんね。では3人で。
You leave me no choice. It's the three of us then. Okay. I smiled bitterly. There's nothing to be done. Huh? For a minute there, I thought I saw a forbidding glint in Ritsuko-chan's eye.
まあ仕方がありませんね。お姉様がそういうのであれば。
Well, I suppose I'll bear it, since Oni-sama has insisted, after all. Suppose I'll bear it? I think that's my line. It wasn't that I minded having Konami-chan around especially, but I really wanted to look up at the stars alone with Ritsuko-chan. I think that's what Ritsuko-chan wanted too. That must have been the reason she marked her place on the seating chart. I smiled at Ritsuko-chan from over Konami-chan's shoulder. She smiled back at me. We exchanged our thoughts wordlessly in that way, but Konami-chan insisted on resuming our earlier conversation.
まあいいです。来年にはグランデボートがあります。マサヤ様の正体が結局のところはどちらであるにしろ。
Well, I don't care. The grand vote will take place next year. Then regardless of what kind of person Masai-sama really is,
お別れであることは変わりありませんから。
he'll still be leaving. Are you seeing the Red Rose Society is going to win the grand vote?
当然ですよ。
Of course. Well, it's true that the anti-integration faction has more supporters right now, but...
いいえ、そういう意味ではありません。
No, that isn't what I meant. What?
回答がお姉様だからです。
Oni-sama is the society's leader. A shiver seemed to run through Mitsuko-chan's body. Konami-chan between us couldn't be sure.
我が紅バラ会の回答はバンセーヌでも一位の人気を誇るベルエピーヌです。であればグランデボートでは必ずや。
The leader of our Red Rose Society is one of the most popular girls I've seen. Belle Epine. So when the grand vote comes along, well...
やめて。
Stop it. What? Once again, her interruption caused us both to turn towards her in unison.
お姉様？
Oni-sama? Tsuka-chan let out a strange noise, rose to her feet, and ran off without a single glance back in her direction.
失礼します。
Excuse me? Konami-chan quickly ran off as well. I was left alone. It seemed almost unreal, the way the two of them had been there just moments before. We reached out to the place where Ritsuko-chan had sat. I could still feel her warmth in the blanket. Then I sighed and returned to my earlier position. I wondered what happened to Ritsuko-chan. She was definitely acting strangely tonight. That tortured voice, that angry glare she saw in Konami. I wanted to ask her what happened, but I bet that if I went now, Konami-chan would still be there. But still... I leaned back on my hands and looked up at the sky full of stars. The evening star gathering I had been waiting for had ended in the most confusing manner possible. I hoped I might get another chance with her. But maybe it wasn't going to happen. The end. And now we're finally in Ritsuko's route, Chapter 17, Konami's True Feelings.